and this is what it did to my awning. I guess I'll have to take it off the wall and bring it in and have him put a new cloth on it. Fun times. Hello, Sky. Okay, right here I'm getting ready to remove the bracket that is holding the roller full of fabric, and I'll explain later what happened here. This was totally unexpected and caught me by surprise, and luckily nothing was broken. You'll see why you need to tie those two things together later on. So we decided to take down this project because the prices were absurd. It's actually cheaper than you think. We removed the old fabric. Right now we're feeding through the new fabric that we bought. It's actually a nice heavy gauge fabric. Good thing my wife showed up, because this is a one-person job. You can't do this. It's really hard to feed that fabric through. And you'll see that the easiest way to put it back up afterwards is to actually tie those two arms together, because they are spring-loaded, so that it gives you enough room to grab the roller at the bottom that is holding the fabric and feed it back up into the holding brackets. I'm asking my wife to tie a knot there because I sort of can't. So you don't have to tie it like completely all the way up, just enough to grab the roller, give you enough slack. I'm on the other side feeding the square part into the crank mechanism while my wife holds this part and then just braces it on top. Since there's no more tension, it won't go anywhere, because you'll see at the end the fabric is all loose. Now I'm up here, I grab my bracket, I feed it through the round pin at the end of the roller, slide it into the frame. I'll put the bolt on later. My wife gives me the bolt, so I just feed it through. Now my wife has taken up some of the slack into the fabric. We still have to install the fringe part at the end. You'll see it in the next clip. So now I'm going to untie it. It's nice and snug. So we decided to replace the fabric ourselves, because I called a few companies and most of them wouldn't even touch it. They say, oh, I don't know, it looks like a custom awning and we can't replace it, so you have to buy a new one for $3,500. Meanwhile, we bought this 17 years ago at Home Depot, and we paid $260 because it was half off at the end of season. But today, Home Depot, the same awning is $2,580. So we decided to get just the fabric off of Amazon for $139. And yeah, it said it fits like 99% of the awnings out there, and it sure did. The only thing is, if you saw in the video earlier from the security camera there, once you remove that end cap, that whole roll just projects forward there, because these arms are spring loaded, which makes sense because it needs to extend. So once you feed the fabric through, just tie these two together like this, and then you can bring the whole roll up there, put it in, and there's no tension on it, and then just take the rope off, and that's it. So yeah, saved a whack ton of money doing this, and the fabric is actually quite nice. But just for the heck of it, I'm gonna get some UV spray and spray the top, because the sun is pretty strong here, believe it or not. Later, people.